our first combination we have is in recognition of Fire Prevention Week. And at this time, could we have the Fire Marshal Todd Yeager come up to the podium, please? Okay, Fire Marshal Yeager, we have a combination to give to you in recognition of Fire Prevention Week. It says, whereas the City of Reading is committed to ensuring the safety and security of all those living in and visiting our city, and has conducted several programs to celebrate Fire Prevention Week. And whereas fire stations were open for tours by elementary school students, and whereas firefighters practice evacuation drills with residents, especially those in high-rise buildings, and whereas the fire department will deliver a variety of fire prevention presentations to organizations throughout the city, and whereas the fire department met with the Reading School District to plan the continued use of hazard schools presentations for all third grade students, and whereas the 2011 Fire Prevention Week theme, Protect Your Family from Fire, effectively serves to remind us all of the simple actions that we can take to stay safer from fire during our Fire Prevention Week and year-round. Now, therefore, the Council of the City of Reading and administration urges all citizens to protect their homes, their families by heeding the important safety messages of the Fire Prevention Week and to support the many public safety activities and efforts of the Reading Fire Department and Emergency Services Department. So, on behalf of the administration, I'd like to give you this commendation and again thank you for all the work.
Council President, members of council, administration, citizens, brothers. It's quite poignant tonight that we come together to recognize Fire Prevention Week and the importance of fire prevention, particularly given the citations and the commendations that we'll be talking about in a few minutes. It's very, very important that we remind all our loved ones and that we remind the people that we live with or our extended family. Protect your family when it comes to fire prevention and fire safety. Smoke alarms, every bedroom, outside of every bedroom, every level. Fire escape plans. Don't just have them, but practice them. Make sure that your children know what to do in case of a fire, in case you cannot help them. Make sure that careful cooking makes the best meals. Most fires start in the kitchen. And please teach your children the importance that matches and lighters are not toys. They are tools for adults. So on behalf of the Department of Fire and Rescue Services, in particular the Fire Marshal's Office, thank you so much for the proclamation for Fire Prevention Week. And I salute my fellow brothers. I have to tell you folks, it's the best fire department in the world. You won't find a finer group of people. So thank you all very much.
Next, I'm going to invite our fire chief, Chief Kevin Culp, to come to the podium.
Who's the professional?
Council, folks, I'm going to read a brief synopsis of the incident and then call the firefighters involved, and there are 3 that we're going to be giving citations out tonight for. On Thursday, March 13th and 17th at 0852, companies were dispatched over at College for 2 roofers, who were reported to have fallen from the scaffold. On arrival and after assessing the situation, the incident commander special called Tower 1 because of the precarious location of both victims. The operation concluded with the successful removal of both workers. Members to be recognized by unit citations are the following. Rescue 1s, Lieutenant Brian Thorpe and Firefighter Richard Kuhn. Ladder 3, Firefighter Lawrence Fisher and Michael Welsh. Tower 1, Firefighters John Deeb and Andrew Kutz. Engine 9, Firefighter Thomas Lazinski and Jason Litwago. Medic 2, firefighter medics Roger Spate and Donald Hirsch. And Medic 3 is firefighter medics Brett Mack and Kurt Litzenberger. Training division is Lieutenant Sean Hart, and suppression B is firefighter John Seifert, Second Deputy Chief Steve Serma. If you folks would wander up here, please. Incident number 2 was on the morning of April 25th at 03:31. A box alarm assignment was dispatched on an address which turned out not to be the fire building. After the true address was discovered, companies arrived out of the response order and significantly delayed to find smoke issuing from a structure at 1016 Spring Street. Companies conducted fire attack search, and at which time 2 members entered the second floor front window via ground ladder without the protection of a hose line. The victim was located and, with the help of more members, removed from the structure, which was a difficult task. Due to the actions of all the members, the victim was removed to a medical facility. The following firefighters will be receiving the Medal of Merit: firefighter Michael Bruner and firefighter Timothy Sullivan. Those are the 2 gentlemen that entered through the window. The rest of the folks will be getting unit citations. Engine 7 crewman, firefighter Robert Himes. Engine 9 crewman, firefighter Ronald Fry. And Rescue 1, Lieutenant Thomas Ware and Robert Stifters. If you would walk up front, please, folks. The third incident, which probably has the most recognition attached to it, on the morning of Tuesday, March 1st at 04:10, the box alarm assignment was dispatched to a reported structure fire at 215 South 8th. On arrival, they were faced with heavy smoke and heat conditions from fire on the first floor. Companies conducted operations, and through the process, 3 victims were located and removed from the second floor front bedroom. All companies assigned worked successful removal of the victims, and in doing so, saved 1. All members are commended for a job well done. Those to be recognized are Engine 1 crewman, the initial line, which is firefighter John Dundor, will be receiving the Medal of Valor. Engine 13 crewman, firefighter Stephen Johnson, who backed him up right behind him on the steps, will be receiving the Medal of Merit. Firefighters John Deem and Andrew Kutz from the Tower will be receiving the Medal of Merit, along with Lieutenant Brian Clark. If you gentlemen would move forward, please. Folks, your fire department.